from the 12 News I-Team, exposing a legal loophole that leaves some Arizonans vulnerable to getting cosmetic surgery from a person who is not a medical doctor.
And one patient learned about it the hard way after his liposuction procedure was botched. And as the I-Team's Bianca Bono explains, the lipo loophole is an open secret in Arizona's naturopath community.
After 2 years,
Actually, I was on Groupon for something else.
Bruce Tucker still can't believe it was scrolling through Groupon that led him to where he is today.
You know, I don't think I've taken my shirt off in public in 2 years. I don't look at myself in the mirror.
In 2019, Tucker saw this, advertising liposuction for about $3,000.
And it popped up, and it looked like a great deal.
So he contacted the office directly and booked it. But pretty quickly, Tucker said he realized the deal wasn't what it seemed.
Things were already going wrong.
Among the many issues Tucker would eventually lay out in a malpractice lawsuit, he said he could feel the surgery.
And it was starting to really hurt to where I was like kind of grunting, telling him to renumb me because I was feeling every jab that they made.
And he said the surgery had lasting effects.
It just looked really bad, felt really bad. 2 years, it's still doing the same thing.
But the biggest shock coming after Tucker took a second look at the man who did the surgery, only to find he wasn't a licensed surgeon at all.
I actually blamed myself. I felt really stupid.
The doctor who cut open Tucker's body was actually a licensed naturopath. According to Arizona law, the practice of naturopathic medicine involves non-surgical methods, though the license does allow for minor surgeries. But neither the law nor the license explains what a minor surgery is, and that leaves a gaping legal loophole for liposuction and other cosmetic surgeries. Even Brazilian butt lifts, which have a mortality rate as high as 3 to 4%.
Even if it's done correctly, you can still have complications that are serious.
It's a very, very detailed, rigorous process to get to where we are.
Dr. Sean Lilly and Dr. Anthony Admire are certified by the American Board of Plastic Surgery. To become qualified to perform the procedures they do, they have up to a 16-year education.
So you have to have the knowledge of having various options that if you encounter a problem, how are you going to get that patient safely out of that issue?
Leading naturopath programs are 4 years, typically after a bachelor's degree.
When I hear naturopaths are now getting into the mix, it's really disappointing. They aren't even MDs.
And doctors Lilly and Admire say it's clear that these cosmetic surgeries are not minor.
Both liposuction and the Brazilian butt lift are major surgical procedures and can have significant impact on patient if it's done incorrectly.
And state and national experts agree. The American Naturopathic Medical Association said, quote, real naturopathy never includes any of those procedures. And that's what Tucker thought too. So he tried taking action, reporting it to Phoenix Police, the Attorney General, and the Naturopathic Physicians Medical Board, which is tasked with regulating the profession.
So I figured they would take care of everything. That's not exactly what happened.
No, it wasn't. Tucker's case is spelled out in Naturopath Board meeting minutes and recordings that show the board decided not to discipline the naturopath for performing the surgery, though it did write a letter telling him to keep better records. And this was not the first time liposuction has come before the board.
Arizona by far has the largest scope of practice for a naturopath than any other state in the country.
Attorney Mark Ryan does not represent Bruce Tucker, but he's worked on another civil case filed against a different naturopath who performed liposuction on a different patient. That patient ended up hospitalized.
Liposuction is a major medical procedure that should be performed by a licensed allopathic or osteopathic doctor, period.
That case eventually settled for more than $200,000. But when it came before the Naturopath Board, members decided the naturopath had already learned a hard lesson and opted not to discipline her.
When's enough enough? You know, is it going to take the death of a patient for the board to take action?
When the board's executive director declined multiple requests for an interview, we went to a meeting.
I wanted to make one last attempt to speak with you.
Only the executive director, Gail Anthony, and an attorney arrived in person. All other members called in.
Would the board then effectively be saying it is okay for naturopaths to perform liposuction surgery?
Well, you can come to that determination yourself. I can just tell you that the board did not make a determination that in any of those cases that the physician was outside of their scope.
That lipo loophole is no secret to Anthony and the board. Defining minor surgery has appeared on its agenda repeatedly. Members continue to avoid making a decision.
The board has taken it under consideration. They haven't made a determination yet. I have a meeting to begin, so if you'll excuse me.
And I don't think it benefits our patient or welfare if people who are doing these type of surgeries that don't have the adequate training and background to do them.
I don't want to mince words. Liposuction is not a minor surgery at all. Neither is a Brazilian butt lift. There should be no question about that.
This issue still playing out before the courts in Tucker's case. He's concerned if the loophole isn't closed, someone else is going to get hurt.
I guess we have to wait, but how many more people are going to get hurt or die while this goes to trial?
There are two ways to close this loophole, a new law or the board. Governor Ducey appoints the board members, and his office declined to comment for this story. We'll continue to follow up with lawmakers. Bianca Bono, 12 News.